Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 10th of September, and on today's podcast, we will be covering two articles, one of them being extremely positive for a change. I'm stoked on it. Coming at us from the Epic Times, court proceedings reveal STEM Express, a direct link to Planned Parenthood. CEO of STEM Express sold fetal body parts. Guys, these people are sick and twisted. We know why they do this. They do it for money. They probably do it for actually other reasons too that are so disturbing we can't talk about. Also, the good news. Let's end off with some good news. The Trump campaign is launching its own social networking app to mobilize, and quote, the army of Trump for 2020. We all know that Trump uses Twitter for a direct line into the American public. Now he will be launching his own app. This is going to be telling us about rallies, contributions, anything that we can think of, guys, that he can talk directly to us. Probably his tweets will be on there also. And this is another direct line directly talking to us, which is huge, my friend. So when this pops out, when this gets launched, we definitely need to put this on our phones so that we're all connected, right? My friends, before we get into today's podcast, would you please welcome my sponsor, Noble Gold. Hey guys, Thomas from True Reporting here. Did you know that gold is up 18%? That's right. It's been like that since the month of June, and we all know why. It's because Trump is relentless against the Federal Reserve. We know that our money is not worth anything unless it's backed by gold. So why not back your 401k or IRA with gold and go to Noble Gold and tell them Thomas sent you from True Reporting. You call this number 1-877-646-5347 and tell them Thomas sent you, and it'll be worth your while. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and click that notification bell so when I post to this channel, you'll be the first to know. And secondly, would you please click that like button? The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. This is the best way to combat censorship, my friends. Guys, so again, from the Epic Times, court proceedings reveal STEM Express CEO sold fetal body parts. This is just the same story over and over again with these companies that deal with fetuses, right? It's just so gross. The STEM Express CEO allegedly told a San Francisco courtroom on September 5th, that was only 5 days ago, that the company brokered beating fetal hearts and intact fetal heads to medical researchers. Beating hearts. The admission happened during the third-day court proceedings of Planned Parenthood's lawsuit against investigators David Dalladine and Sandra Merritt, who did an undercover operation that confirmed that top executives and clinicians from Planned Parenthood are brokering aborted baby parts. Wow. Unbelievable, my friends. It says here, Dalladine and Merritt are the defendants in the case and are the key investigators who had exposed the alleged dealings of Planned Parenthood and STEM Express. The duo represents the Center for Medical Progress, a group of citizen journalists dedicated to monitoring and reporting on medical ethics and advances. We need people out there like this. These people are true heroes. They are facing 14 counts of felony invasion of privacy, reported conservative magazine The Federalist. Both are accused of posing as representatives of the tissue procurement company Biomax in order to enter medical conferences and healthcare centers for the purposes of their investigation. The duo used pseudo names to enter the meetings of National Abortion Federation in 2014 and 2015 to record the proceedings on the video, according to Christian Post. Before founding STEM Express, John Doe 12 was a tissue procurement technician for Advanced Bioscience Resources, responsible for collecting and harvesting baby body parts from Planned Parenthood. In her sworn testimony, Doe 12 admitted when a fetal brain is able to be harvested, it is because the baby's head may still be attached to the body after being pulled from the womb. And I've gone over this, guys. The body parts of these children, they sell for a lot of money. The livers, the brain, the heart, all of it. It sells. It eats baby. This is why they do this, because it's a huge cash kickback. That's what this is, guys. You can make almost $200,000 off one child. This is why they do it. These are sick people. They are probably ridden with demons, honestly. How can any human being do this without any kind of like morality, right? This is just horrible. When confronted with her statement on undercover video about shipping intact cases, that's what they call them, intact cases. She also did not deny that STEM Express harvests and transfers unborn children from completely intact abortions, said CMP's summary of the third-day trial proceedings released on Saturday. The Center for Medical Progress confirmed in an email to the Epic Times that Doe 12 is the STEM Express CEO. Wow. After CMP released the STEM Express videos in 2015, STEM Express publicly denied their authenticity to the public and to Congress. But under oath and on the witness stand, Doe 12 testified that the documents shown in the CMP videos are authentic STEM Express documents. Said CMP's summary of the third day's proceedings. After the first day proceedings on Tuesday, Daladin had said in a statement, and quote, Planned Parenthood abortion providers appeared under oath in court today and admitted supplying the body parts of children in the womb to profit brokers like STEM Express. So these two people who are out there risking their lives in 2014 and 2015, exposing what monsters these people are. My friends, I understand if you have an abortion, if you were raped or something happens to you that is extremely difficult and extremely hard on yourself, and it was out of your hands. I understand that. And I'm not going to get into this whole pro-choice, pro-life. I'm pro-life. I will always be that way, especially after learning what these companies do. I can only imagine what kind of sick and sadistic things that these companies do behind closed doors, my friends. It's already been exposed through Project Veritas also, my friends. It's already been exposed. This stuff needs to get out to the American people because people on the left, I don't think they realize what these companies are doing. And I think it would change a lot of minds if they were able to see what these companies are doing, right? It's very disturbing. I understand that, but this stuff has to get out there, guys. These companies have got to be brought down because they are profiting off human beings. It says here, CMP had earlier accused STEM Express of violating FedEx policies in a video released on November 28th. In the video, a whistleblower from the fetal tissue wholesaler STEM Express tells how the company shipped body parts from Planned Parenthood abortions in knowing violation of the FedEx policies. They don't even care. Peter Breen of Thomas More Society, who is representing Daladin at the court, told LifeSite News that the STEM Express CEO's admission is gruesome. In quote, if you have a fetus with an intact head and intact body and intact extremities, that is something that would indicate that the child was born alive and then had their organs cut out of them, or that the child was the victim of an illegal partial birth abortion, he said. Both of these are gruesome and violent acts, Brin said. The Thomas More Society didn't immediately reply to the Epic Times request for comment. STEM Express and Planned Parenthood Northern California are currently the subject of an investigations by the FBI and Department of Justice for selling fetal organs and tissue against the law, CMP said in a summary. So, guys, exactly. This is why Trump is pro-life. He knows what these companies do, right? He knows. It's all been briefed to him. And I really hope that these places get shut down or throw some regulations on them. Something has got to stop, guys. And for our second article of the day, let's end on a good note, guys. I know I have to talk about some dark stuff on this channel, but, it has to be told. It has to be shown to the public, right? So in good news, right, the Trump campaign is launching its own social networking app to mobilize the army of Trump, baby, for 2020. This came out only about a couple hours ago. It says here from the Insider 2020 of Business Insider, President Donald Trump has used Twitter as a digital megaphone throughout his presidency to directly address supporters. He will soon have another tool at his disposal to get his message out unfiltered, my friends, unfiltered. The Trump re-election campaign is launching a social networking app to harness the fervent energy among his legion of supporters, Politico reported. The smartphone app, which has no release date set, will encourage them to donate, volunteer their time, and stay on top of the president's campaign schedule. The app highlights a key part of the Trump campaign strategy, which is anchored in circumventing tech companies like Facebook and Twitter that the president has assailed as biased against conservatives. And they are. We all know that they are. They suppress our words. They suppress our speech. And they're very, very sick people. Digital experts say a key hurdle in launching an app is getting users to download it to begin with, which has doomed plenty of others. Well, Trump supporters are so loyal that of course we would download this. All he would have to say at every rally is, hey, download the app. Do it. It's like 2 clicks on your smartphone, right? That's all this is. And I think it's going to help a lot of people. It's going to help more people get direct information from our president, right? And from the campaign, which is huge. But yeah, guys, great news coming out there. I think more of this will be the same. More good stuff coming from the Trump campaign and for 2020. I'm telling you guys, when 2020 hits and he wins, the gloves will be off. What is going to happen? Mark my words, guys. I know this was a short podcast, but be ready for tonight because there'll be another live stream call-in show. I'm digging it. It's a lot of fun interacting with you all. And don't forget, Wednesday, actually a very mournful day, September 11th, we will have Red Pill 78 on the podcast, and also Google whistleblower Zach Voorhees. We will be talking about what has been taking place with Google now that the DOJ has said we're investigating Google. We're going after Alphabet. This is what's going to happen. And also we will be talking about Isaac Cappy. So we're going to get down and dirty in that. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope you will be there to join us. Again, that will be Wednesday, tomorrow from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will admit that this podcast will probably go, this live stream will probably go over. So be sure to check it out, guys. It will be a fun time. Guys, if you found this informative and you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. And don't forget to leave a like. You can donate to this channel and keep it afloat by going to my PayPal, my Patreon. We have a P.O. Box and TRUreporting merch. Guys, be kind and loving to one another, and I will speak with you all very soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.